guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know how it's September, but it's September and I'm a little a little bit stressed about it. So we're gonna do a good old-fashioned monthly reset, organize. It's mostly gonna be organizing bookshelves, I think. Just because that's like the most chaos in my life right now, maybe. That's such an understatement, but it's gonna have to do. So I definitely want to pull any books that I'm really interested in reading, especially this month. Kind of look forward to see what I might be picking up just overall October spooky autumn time. And also I'm prepping for Booktober, which if you don't know, I'm going to keep saying it, so I'm sorry if you do know, but I am going to be posting a bookish video every single day in the month of October. Booktober. Voila. So I have a lot of like prep things that I need to do for that so that I'm a little bit more on top of it and definitely prepared for it. Because posting one video every single day is a lot. And last year I did not completely pass perfect because I got overwhelmed and there was a lot going on and I don't want to have to do that this time, you know? So that's the goal, that's the plan. But I think we're going to just start with reorganizing my bookshelves again. So this is my little shelf, my little brown shelf that you'll see often when I'm sitting at my desk in the background. But this is up here my favorite genre of the fantasy breed. Yep, we're going with it. So basically Caraval started my love for reading and I'm so excited to continue and finish this series finally for the first time. Soon. When? I'm not sure. Hopefully October. So then at that point this shelf will be mostly read, which will be really great for me because these are all books that fall in that like whimsical fantasy kind of circusy theme and I love it. I adore it. They make me happy. So that stays up there. We're not touching it. This down here though. This down here is where I'm not happy. It's not that it's bad. I'm not reaching for these. I'm not grabbing them. I'm not gravitating towards them. The Secret History is back on my TBR this month. So this will be read for sure. So that's fine. It can kind of stay. But the rest of these I've put here on my last reset. I know. I'm indecisive. What can I say? My last reset I was like, oh, I will put the books that I need to read for my like yearly TBRs that I've barely touched, and I'm just like not feeling it. It's not bringing me joy. So I might leave these three in a familiar spot because Mexican Gothic, The Graveyard Book, and Phantom of the Opera all fit that autumn vibe. KKE I also need to read. I'm gonna get the audiobook from my library here soon, I think. So whenever that happens, I will pick this beast up. I'm still very excited, but she's not fitting the vibes. And then we've got my Dungeons and Dragons style graphic novels, which I'm hoping to actually read this month for a little mini video, just to make my soul happy. So I'm gonna stick them here, as well as Legends and Lattes and Can't Spell Treason Without T. These are both cozy fantasy. This one has higher stakes. This one is like super low stakes. And so I'm hoping to read them both this October, if not sooner. I'm trying to be like kind of nice to myself because my brain is like, I'm gonna read so many things. But actuality of it, I'm trying to like chill for the rest of the year a little bit. Take it a little bit easier on myself. We'll see how that goes, but that's the goal. So I've pulled a couple horror books that I want to read. Stick these ones back up here, as well as The Secret History, which I'm reading this month. But I've grabbed Blood and Moonlight, which I'm so excited for. And then I've also got Wilder Girls and Loot, which both of these are on my TBR this month. I so desperately want to read all literally every YA horror that I have. Fantasy horror, normal horror. I just want to read them all. Like, that's what I'm super in the mood for, but I don't feel like I have the time to do it. I don't know. We will see. But for now, I'll leave it with these 3. The other ones that I'm considering, What Big Teeth, Watch Over Me, anything by Courtney Summers, the newest Where Echoes Die by Courtney Good, I think. That's been out, and I really need to get to that, but that's an audiobook I have. And then I'm also going to put A Twisted Love Story, which was a flop. I did not read that in time for the Literally Dead book club, so I want to get to it. And the last thing on my TBR that I want to add over here is A Certain Hunger. I am reading this for a coming reading vlog, and I'm so excited to wrap this up. I started it forever ago, and I'm finally going to see what it's all about. So that's now the current higher priority fall / current TBR, and then we can take a peek at my cart, which honestly is causing me stress. So this here is the TBR cart pulled out, which I've been quite frankly avoiding and ignoring. All of my current subscription boxes that have come in so far always sit in this second shelf, as well as any recently purchased books. I bought the first Throne of Glass. I don't know when I'm gonna get to this. I have no clue when I'm reading it, but I did finally buy it because eventually I will be going on this journey. These new covers have really grown on me too, which is helpful. But I did buy this, so. But yeah, I'm waiting for my book of the month as well as my Fairy Loot Young Adult. There we go. So once I get those, I will film my unboxing and then I'll have extra space. But for now, basically up here so far, I have like failed TBR things that I'm going to be getting to at some point, I'm sure. So we've got Morning Star, these two, God Killer. The audiobook comes out soon, so the second I get my little hands on it, this will be read finally. I've been waiting for the audiobook for so long. And then Other Birds, I just don't want to read magical realism right now. It's just like isn't the vibe, but I'm hoping this might have like a little bit of autumnal vibes. This came out September last year, so it might give me those autumn vibes I'm looking for, which would be nice. And then we've got just some bonus books that I've been wanting to get to, but I think they need to be moved. So I'll leave those 3 there, as well as Crying in H Mart. This is on my TBR as of right now. So I'll put it in the front so that I have to always look at it and cannot forget. I need to remember to get the audiobook from my library if possible as well, because I think she narrates the nonfiction. And I love when authors narrate their own nonfiction. So I'm going to be putting The Crown of Oaths and Curses by J. Bree back on my shelves for now. I don't know when I'm going to get to this. There's no audiobook, so it's just going to be like me sitting down to read it. But the other 2 books have not come out yet. So I don't want to like get super invested and fall in love and then like be really sad that I can't continue. But yes, I'm so excited to get to this whenever I can. And then we've got The Chateau as well as The Drowning Woman. I have fallen really behind with book clubs just overall in general, but Sav over at Riveting Breed does the Lights Out book club, and these were both picks, as well as The Knight's Edge. I'm so behind. I haven't read anything. They've just been lower priority because I've been trying to read for other things, and so I really want to get to these, but I think I'm going to put them back on my thriller shelf for now. And then finally I have The Black Door by A.M. Strickland. I think I'm going to keep this on my TBR card. I want to say that it's fantasy, maybe a smidge of horror, I'm not entirely sure. But I'm really excited for this. This is one of those books that doesn't have an audiobook, and I've just been really wanting to get to it. So I'm going to leave it up here for myself as a friendly reminder. And then I also have my annotating tools because I'm still making my progress through Haunting Adeline. So we're making progress. It's very slow progress. It's not high on my priority, but I need to finish it because it was part of my Aurelium TBR, so I want to get it complete so that I can just check it off, you know? So that's where we're at right now. And that's just, I know there's not a lot yet, but it does make me feel a little bit better. In the back of my TBR cart, I'm just going to put these two back as a reminder of like, hey, you need to read these. And then I can fill this with things that I actually want to get to soon or now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what my plans are. We're vibing. We're vibing. It's a vibe. We're fine. Okay, so I just grabbed Vampires del Norte by Isabel Cañas. I read La Hacienda earlier for Summerween, and I actually really enjoyed it, so I'm really excited to see this one. I'm more nervous for this one because it is a Western Mexican historical with vampires. The vampires part I'm excited about, but the Western part, I have no clue how I'm gonna feel about that, but I am excited to get to this one. But I feel like a lot of people will be reading Vampires del Norte come this autumn, so I kind of want to get in on it while I can. Okay, things that I have currently on Hoopla. There's a lot. I don't own these. Ooh, okay. There's... I really want to mood read so many things that are coming out because I'm so excited for them, but at the same time, like... TBRs, man. Things to read. Current things that I have on hold for the next few days, I've got Mr. Magic by Kirsten White. I'm stupid excited. This is such a highly anticipated release for this year. I'm so excited. I'm hoping to buddy read this with my friend Allie, so that's gonna be great. I have to read this in the next like 9 or 8 days though, so gotta get on this. And then I also need to finish Bring Me Your Midnight by Rachel Griffin. My copy feels so broken in, and it makes me so sad, but it's okay. I've loved everything I've gotten from Rachel Griffin, so I'm excited to finally pick that up. Okay, holds that are going to be coming in soon. Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. Ooh, The Sun and the Void. I'm not going to put this on the TBR cart just because I'm not sure if I'll get to it this month, but she is maybe my favorite book I've received all freaking year. I love this book so much, and the art inside is so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna get the hold for this though soon, and I'm hoping I can squeeze it in. If we were just here to talk about like mood reads that I wanted to get to, this would be such a different video, but we need to be practical. None of these I own either. There's a lot of audiobooks coming in, which is really exciting for me. Oh my god, I'm the first person to get Godkiller when it comes out in 3 weeks. That's so cool. Okay, anyway. Okay. Besides Foxglove, I don't think I'm stressing about any of these, which is great. I think this is a nice little start for the month, for the season. I think it'll be good. Definitely doable, seeing as like most of these I'm going to be reading for the fact that like Libby won't allow me to not, so I have to. So that's going to be really helpful. The rest of these I just kind of have to get my own butt into gear about, but this is a much cleaner TBR cart. I often just kind of shove books that I want to read, and then I don't actually get to them, and then mess and chaos, and that's not what we're going for. That's not ideal. You know, we're trying to go into the rest of the year just lightening the load. So I did manage to read 36 books in September, which is my best like quantity-wise best reading month that I've ever had, which is like great. It feels good to accomplish that. I read a fair amount of novellas, which I don't typically touch, some graphic novels. Like there was a lot of easier reading that went into it, thank goodness. But at the same time, definitely had the readathon fatigue, the reading fatigue. I kind of stopped prioritizing things that I should have been prioritizing instead, and so I definitely want to take the rest of the year to reach the goal of reading 200 books. I'm at 178. I'm in progress to finish hopefully 2 today. So we're doing good. We're doing all right. It's successful. So my goal is by the end of the year to get to 200 books and just kind of take it easy. Read what I want to read what sounds good, read the anticipated releases I've been excited for, try to read the things for my TBRs just overall, because readathons such as Buzzwordathon, which happens year round, I have kind of fallen off the bandwagon for. I'm definitely gonna read my September pick this month, which I'm really excited about, but there's just been like a couple that I've missed. It's not as big of a deal, but my 23 and 2023, I have 19 books to read. That's not a good stat. That's not a good ratio. I definitely need to improve that, but luckily 2 of them I know for sure will be read in December. Maybe 3. I know that I have to read I'm doing my first beta read, which is really exciting. So I definitely need to be prepared for that as well. As for my this is embarrassing. As for my 12 friends recommend 12 books, I have still only read 1. I know, that's foul behavior. Luckily, I don't have crazy reading plans for November, so definitely we'll have some time there. I've got a few loose plans figured out for October, but nothing too crazy. So it should be doable at this point. Like, I think I can manage it. It's just getting the want to read them, you know, because especially my 23 books in 2023, like, I set it up at the beginning of the year. I was so excited for them, and then new releases happen and you're like, but do I care? I also have my R/fantasy TBR, which luckily I have until the end of March of 2024 to finish, so I'm not too stressed about it, but I would like to check a couple of them off. I've already shown you some of them on the TBR, but included that I would also like to get to would probably be the Poison Season and the Bone Witch. Yeah, those ones seem pretty good. Maybe Lochromora, I think. That would be nice as well. So I definitely want to prioritize my reading into books that I'm genuinely excited to read, as well as TBRs that I said at the beginning of the year. You know, balance, round it all out. It'll be cool, it'll be great. Continuing on with the goals, I'm so silly and I decided to join my friends in the 75 soft challenge, where we have to eat better, healthier, hard when you're not well. I've been a little depressed, so chips have been a staple. Energy drinks, it's unhealthy, but eat decent, work out for 45 minutes, read 10 pages of nonfiction, and drink 100 ounces of water. I've been crushing the water. I'm so good at that. The working out and the eating better has been harder for me, because if I'm not working, like, I am a vegetable. Like, I'm just a potato on the couch. I don't want to do anything. So I definitely want to continue building momentum for the 75 soft in the month of September, and continuing on, hopefully for a while, trying to build some healthy habits here. Trying to just kind of kick my butt into gear into having a healthier mindset. My health insurance renews soon, and when that happens, I think I'm going to really, really strive for therapy, which I think will be really good for me and helpful, especially after this last not mentally well spell. But I will be talking about that in my future weekly reading vlog, so if you're wanting to talk mental health with me, check out my video coming Thursday and we can do that. But yes, those are really big things that I want to just kind of focus on a little bit. The end of the year is approaching so very fast. I would also really enjoy just happiness. Oh, so sorry. That's kind of like the big gist of like the goals that I want to accomplish. Just work on the 75 soft, take it easy. I am taking my exam for the tax preparer, which I know I've talked about in my vlogs. I'm taking the exam for that this week. I do not think I'm going to pass. I'm going in to get the experience because I know I'm gonna fail, and we're just going with it. And so I'm gonna take the first attempt, get that out of the way, and then like hopefully pass sometime this month. That's like the big goal, is to pass this exam and not have to spend thousands of dollars doing so, because I do have to take I do have to pay every time I take the test. So that's the goal, is to pass that. So I will be studying my little butt off for that. So I don't want to pressure myself into reading too much because of that as well. But that's like the big thing of September, is get my tax preparer license so that I make my employers happy and I can help out during tax season, which is coming up so fast. Oh boy. So yeah, those are like the big goals for this month especially. This isn't the best angle and we're just going to go with it, right? It's fine. So autumn. Autumn happens to be my favorite season, as I'm sure with most of the reading girlies it is, because warm fires, cozy books, great spooky reads, Halloween, so many good things to come. So I've got a lot of fun plans for Booktober. A couple of things you can look forward to is a pretty steady scheduling update. So on Tuesdays I'm going to do really easy tag videos that get me in the spirit, get me recommending books, just like the general vibes. I won't be tagging people because it's going to be obnoxious posting so many. I'm also going to be doing my prep for NaNoWriMo in October, so I will be taking you guys along for the ride with that. I am not sure what story I'm going to focus on. I have so many in my brain and I've outlined a couple. I'm not sure what I'm going to go with. I might have you guys help on Instagram. Maybe. We will see. Speaking of Instagram, I'm hoping to do a Instagram controls my day. Potentially, hopefully, if I can plan it well, I can also have you guys pick my 200th book of the year. So that's like the big goal. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but if it does happen, that would be cool. I have a lot of reading vlogs planned, like so many reading vlogs planned I'm really excited for. And then just like a few misfit things here and there that I'm gonna play around with, try out new videos that I haven't done before, introduce some series, all the fun things. So I'm really excited for Booktober this year. I feel definitely more prepared now that I've like given myself months notice. Last year it was very last second, like I decided in September I was gonna do it and I was like, girl, you don't have the time or the brain cells, what are you doing? I'm prepared this year. I'm very excited. Other things that I'm hoping to accomplish in the month of September, I want to decorate the house for Halloween, of course. I want to get in the spooky season like as soon as I can. I've already put the leaves out. We're orange, so obviously it's fitting. It's just kind of like, this is just what I need. I have my mood board, I guess you could say, that I made on Pinterest. Just a little collage of like the spooky season, the autumnal season, just the vibes that I'm trying to emanate this month. I'm so happy that the weather is changing. It's getting warm. It's getting cold, not warm. It's getting colder. It rained recently. Wonderful. Beautiful. We had our first fire, which was so nice. Austin definitely closed the flute because it was too hot and it was really smoky outside, so we closed it, and then he like forgot to open it when he started the fire and it was a little smoky, but it's okay. It happens sometimes. I want to get like a list of movies prepared. I would love in September to start watching them, as well as start baking again. I haven't done that in so long, but I think it'd just be so fun to start just making some of the nice treats that I save. I love Pinterest. I'm a Pinterest girl. I'm gonna be honest. Is it cringy? I don't know, but I love Pinterest. It's so much fun. I get a lot of inspiration for stories from there, just like settings and tips on how to write a book and all that fun stuff, but I also get a lot of recipes. And so I would love to find my passion in food again and start cooking again and just eating again in general, just like getting an appetite back, wanting to fuel my body in good ways and eat some delicious food. So that's definitely a big bucket list thing that I would like to do. I don't feel like there's a whole lot of bucket list things this month. I think just because I'm trying to take it so easy, so chill, I don't want to overwhelm myself, especially because I want to save like the real fun, spooky stuff like going to the pumpkin patch, all that fun jazz. I want to save it for October. So I'm really excited though. I think it's gonna be a good time. And as for any like recent favorites, I don't have any, to be entirely honest. Nothing crazy has been standing out to me just because I have not been in the mood, and so I'm hoping come the end of September things are exciting me again and I'm excited and ready to go. I've got a fun collab going on this month, so I'm excited for that. I've been helping out with my friends' readathons. I'm working on my own readathon, so there's just like a lot of fun things on the horizon that I'm just excited to get to. But for now, I'm just chilling, just taking it easy. So let me see if there's any recent favorite books. Red, White, and Royal Blue, I've talked about it. I know. I can't help it. I loved it. I also really enjoyed Year of the Witching. I thought that was a really good book. House of Roots and Ruin was a good time. And I want to say that's it. Not crushing it on the book sphere. A lot of 3.5, 4 stars recently. I've also just taken a week off of reading, which I don't know if that's helped or made it worse. I think it's helped, honestly. Just trying to find passion in other things for a little bit. Listening to music. Watching D&D. That's really all I want in life. It's just more D&D to watch. So if you have recommendations, let me know. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. This is definitely a more like sporadic, chaotic reset. Just trying to get back in the headspace of content making and reading and Booktober, just trying to be back in the present, just trying to live, laugh, and love, you know? That's kind of where I'm at. I know that it's not as aesthetic and beautiful and pretty as all the other girlies, so I do apologize if you missed the aesthetic shots, but truly, my office is a mess, and last reset, I cleaned my office, and I don't want to do that again. So we're gonna take the L and call this good. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. What is your highly anticipated release for September / autumn? What books are you so excited to get to? Tell me how you are getting ready for the cozy, spooky season. I don't know what horror books I want to read yet. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. I am eager, I'm so eager to read as many good books as I possibly can in October. Like, October is going to be my month, okay? We're prepping for it now. We're setting it up so that come October, November, I'm going to be thriving. And I'll see you there. And I'll take you along for the journey as it happens. It'll be so fun. It'll be great. We're going to read some books. We're going to read some good books together. So, I'm going to leave you here. Thanks for watching and hanging out. Goodbye, guys.